So I'm a grown man and I'm a huge comic book fan and I take huge pride in that. And I have a very overactive imagination. You know, I was the kid, like most kids, who have a really overactive imagination, but I was also the very analytical kid with the overactive imagination. So I remember one time, as a kid, I was watching Looney Tunes. You guys remember Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all know that Bugs Bunny walks around naked all the time, right? He's literally a naked bunny, right? I was watching one episode where Elmer Fudd was like creeping in his bathroom, right? With a shotgun, right? And then Bugs Bunny just hops out of the shower, and the first thing Bugs Bunny does is this. And me being the over-analytical kid, I'm just saying to myself, you're naked all the time. Why do you choose now to just cover up your fur? It's just like, I'm just questioning it, you know? I've always thought about that. And do you guys remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Yeah.
I love the Power Rangers. Sidebar, they're remaking the movie next year. But anyway, so the Power Rangers really fucked me up. I'll tell you why the Power Rangers fucked me up. Do you guys remember when the Power Rangers are fighting like a gigantic monster?
Yep.
And they hop inside their Megazord, they like hold their sabers to the sky and they get into a Megazord, and they're like fighting like they're fighting some gigantic monster, right? But little did you know that they're fucking up the city. Like literally fucking up the city. You guys laugh, but people are dying in those buildings. You know, there's like a Megazord falling on a building and people are in those buildings. I was the kid who would just sit here and ask myself, okay, what about those people in the building? Their lives matter too. Okay? So I have proper etiquette in the sense that I know when someone sneezes, you're supposed to say bless you. When someone coughs, you're supposed to say bless you, you know, it's the right thing to do. But I was in an awkward situation a few days ago where I didn't know if that was the appropriate thing to say because I was in the elevator one time, right? And this is really awkward because this elevator is just going down really, really slow. Really slow. There's no elevator music playing at all, right? I enter the elevator and there's just a guy there, right? And you know that awkward time when you're in an elevator, you don't want to make eye contact with a person, it's just you and that person, you're just in the elevator together, right? So it's just going really slow and we're just stopping at every single floor, no one's coming on, and then out of nowhere, the most unimaginable thing happened. This guy in the elevator with me, he just farted. And it was a descending fart, okay? If you guys don't know what a descending fart is, I'll explain and I'll demonstrate, okay? Descending farts are only appropriate on the elevators. Basically, the octave of his fart was matching the movement of the elevator, so it looks like, and it sounded like this. I kid you not, guys. And he felt really embarrassed, and I felt really embarrassed, so I thought the only way that I could alleviate the embarrassment is just looking him in the eye and saying, bless you. Like, what are you supposed to say? I mean, I don't get it, you know? Like, what are you supposed to say to someone like that? You know, I just don't get it, you know? So, I want to tell you guys a really real story of something that happened to me recently, okay? Well, not recently. When I say recently, I want to say a couple years ago. So, has anyone ever, like, held in the shits in their bowels because there's no bathroom nearby? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not like you want to do it. You literally have no choice but to do it. And has this ever happened to you guys? If you guys know that you have to take a shit and there's no bathroom nearby, am I the only one who has a tear coming down their eye? It's like a tear out of embarrassment. It's just like you're just really embarrassed. So I get off the train and I'm like bowels full of shit, okay? Like literally bowels full of shit. And I'm looking for a bathroom, right? And I just couldn't find it. And you just kick in survival mode, okay? You're like, where am I gonna drop this demon? How am I gonna wipe my ass? Like, how am I gonna cover it up? It's like a crime scene, you know? You have to get rid of it, right? So, of course a teardrop came from my eye because I couldn't find anywhere the shit. So I literally just said, you know what? I'm just gonna do it right here and now. And the thing was, I was only a few blocks away from my house, and I lived in a building at the time. It's like 2 in the morning, so I figured, okay, I'll just take a shit, you know. I don't like these jeans anyway. I can always just buy some new ones. And the thing is, you really just have to like clench your ass really tight because you're trying to avoid the shit from happening, but if it's gonna drop, it's gonna drop, right? So you just clench your ass cheeks together, right? You just put everything you got into it, right? And then it just comes down your leg. And then you have to like walk like this the whole time, right? So I enter the elevator of my building, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and usually people are not awake and out at 2 o'clock in the morning, but all my neighbors. But wait, let me rewind, okay. I lived in the projects. If you guys don't know what the projects are, it's a housing facility, and there was like a party going on, right? And also, you ever heard the saying, whoever dealt it, how's it going? Whoever smelt it. Thank you. Thank you for that. I was just like at a blank, right? I was still clenching in this. This is a traumatic experience. So I get into the elevator, and it stinks. And guys, you know you stink when you say to yourself, wow, I stink. That's how you know you really stink. Because sometimes you might have some musk going on and someone smells it, but if you're bothered by your own stench, how much more does it stink to someone else? Right? So all my neighbors are just coming in the elevator, like, what's going on, Clev? And I have to address the smell before they do. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You smell that shit? You have to just deny it. I'm like, I can't even, and the crazy part is I can't even back up on the wall because it's just crowded and everything. There's just people around me, so I have nowhere to go. And I'm just like, this is really fucked up, right? So the thing is, I live all the way on the 8th floor. I had to get up a few stops early. Like I had to get up on the 5th floor to just cover it up. And my neighbors are just like, where are you going, Clev? I'm like, oh, I gotta go to a friend's house, guys. I'm like walking backwards, like, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. And I had like a little bit of shit just dripping down. I try to cover it up. So that's been my show, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna run to the bathroom right now, actually. Thank you guys.